Hey guys, Dustin here, CEO of 630. I'm sitting on a massage table because today I'm here with Christine Ryan, owner of OC Athletic Massage, certified CMT, also has an undergrad degree in kinesiology. I'd like to say she's an expert in the body. She knows how to take care of the body. So today we're here to talk with her, get her expert opinion about the EVRYjourney touring hybrid bicycle, and really find out what makes this bike good for somebody who doesn't want to experience pain while riding, maybe has an injury, wants to get back into riding. Why is this bike good for posture, what it does, things like that. So Christine, thanks for being here. Thanks for having us in your place of massage.
Yeah, thanks, and thanks for the bike. I mean, it was kind of fun to be able to ride a little bit more leisurely. I'm used to doing and training for triathlons, so being able to kind of take that time to really go slow and enjoy the time with my kids has been a lot of fun.
I left that out too. So Christine is a hardcore triathlete, also does road races. She's got bikes, well north of $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. So her opinion on this bike is going to definitely be valid, and she'll also be able to talk to us about the differences between, a hunched over riding position and something where you're upright, comfortable, and kind of validate what this is good for and what the more expensive bikes are good for. Mm-hmm. So you've ridden the bike, and you're also 6'2".
Yes, I am.
So that's an interesting perspective. I've always said, and we've always said at 630, that these bikes are kind of good for a really wide height range. And I think Christine is proving that really at the top of the spectrum. Mm-hmm. So talk to me. So you rode the bike.
Yeah.
And what are your initial thoughts?
So, I mean, one thing that I, even from going from a desk job to somebody that has been riding for a long time, they're always in that hunched over position. So their pecs are closed off their shoulders or rolled forward, and their mid back to lower back is typically a little bit weaker. And then that's something that I normally notice after about 20 miles after riding, that I start kind of hunching over myself. So it was really nice to be able to be a little bit more upright on this bike and not have my shoulders in this position all the time, just to have them a little bit more relaxed and have that upright position, and the contour of the seat allowed me to do that and just do that comfortably. My butt didn't go numb, which is after nice. 20 or 30 miles, something that happens on my road bike a lot. And then this is like kind of a little bit off the wheel. I love that this one at least had gear shifters, because I know you had several options. You have one option that was just a single speed. I chose the 3-speed just because I didn't want to go too fast, and then a 7 and a 21 speed, right? So I liked that I actually had a little bit more play. So if I am going up a hill, I can really downshift and be able to spin my legs a little bit faster. And then if I was wanting to go, when I was going downhill, be able to upshift and get a little bit more speed with this.
Nice. So it's an upright riding position. You obviously mentioned that. Mm-hmm. How do you think that translates to taking care of the body in terms of what will that do for a rider, and how will that not leave them as sore, let's say, as a bike that's got them leaning a little bit forward?
So we're always, whether we're texting or, if you are somebody that is a desk worker, I feel like a lot of everything that we're doing now does promote this kind of forward hunch. We'll call it the hunchback almost. So the fact that we're getting, I always want people to, my suggestions are to bring their phone up instead of having that text neck, so they can to really have that straight spine. This bike also facilitates you doing that. So instead of being in that hunched over position, it makes it more comfortable for you to kind of open up that chest and, almost undo the hunched forward position that our lives are in. So
if everyone rode this bike every day, you'd be out of a job, basically?
Shh.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
No,
and then,
fortunately.
And then the handlebars, so they obviously keep the shoulders relaxed and the wrists relaxed. Mm-hmm. What about that? Do you feel a difference riding this between your road bike in terms of how sore you are after, and do you think people would feel less pain, less soreness on a bike like this?
Everything's a transition. So if you do have that hunched forward position, it's going to take a little bit of time to actually get this. But yeah, I definitely feel that if over time, this would be better for your spine. You're going to have less pain over time, and it just undoes whatever the damage almost that the body's doing, or you're doing to your body by being in that forward position. So yes, to answer your question in a wrap it up way.
Yeah, definitely. And then we've always suggested or recommended that this bike is good for someone either that's had knee surgery or needs rehab. What are your thoughts on that? Do you agree, disagree?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree because after a surgery, I mean, I'm somebody who says you don't want to put your full weight on something, but creating that movement, especially in something like the knee, is really beneficial because it helps move the lymphatic fluid. So you're going to also be able to rehab the muscles a lot quicker. And build those bigger muscle groups up, and then so you can eventually put some more weight on there. And also, it's not as impactful on the joint. So, I mean, even though you're moving it, you're not putting that, the weight of the ground on it, and using the knee as a shock absorber.
That's cool. And do you massage people that have injuries or have arthritis, things like that are battling that type of stuff?
Yes. I massage anywhere from just the normal aches and pains all the way to like a repetitive motion injury. So I definitely have a lot of weekend warriors, and there's a few people I actually will recommend this bike to.
That's great. So arthritis too. Would this be something for people with arthritis? Is bike riding something you also recommend?
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's just that less impact on the joint, and then also the way the bike is designed, you never want your knee to, you have that full extension you don't want the joints to lock out, and it's you can adjust it, so like it's pretty easy. Like if you need it a little bit higher, it's really easy to do yourself. So like, I mean, that's something I really like because you don't have to get your toolbox out to do that.
Right.
And to really play around with it while you're riding.
Yep.
So it's ergonomically set up for so many different people.
That's the buzzword we're looking for, ergonomic. Cool. Yeah. I mean, so she touched on a couple other key things that we like to talk about. Number one is the adjustability. Really, and also when you talk about cruisers and lifestyle and recreational bikes versus road bikes, the fit isn't quite as precise in terms of the frame sizes. So with this bike, you have a lot of flexibility to raise, lower the seat, tilt the seat, raise, lower the handlebars, where, women in this particular model, 5 foot to 6'2", can fit and fit comfortably. And then lastly, I'll just say, talk to me about the seat and how it felt, and how did your tailbone feel compared to your road bikes, and what's your thoughts on that?
So with road bikes, the seat is a little bit thinner, so that's kind of more what I'm used to. So it was interesting. Being in that more upright position, I didn't feel it as much like rubbing, but I didn't notice it a little bit. But there's a lot more cushion, and it helped not have my butt go as numb. So I was resting a little bit more on that tailbone and the sits bone. So I always recommend people sit on their sits bones, because if you're not, you're kind of getting back into that hunch forward position, and you're tucking that tailbone.
Got it. That's cool. Well, I mean, that pretty much sums it up. I mean, Christine puts her stamp of approval on it, and for everyone out there, this is a great bike to keep your back, from getting overly sore. You don't want to keep hunching. Obviously, if you like road biking or a triathlete, you're gonna choose a bike that's got you in that position. But you can come get a massage, take care of those problems. So that's it. Any other questions, concerns? Feel free to reach out at us at sixthreezero.com. Also, OC Athletic Massage, come visit her. You can reach us on our website, sixthreezero.com, or call us, 310-982-2874, or shoot us an email, the team at sixthreezero.com. Also, please, you can check out the EVRYjourney, top navigation of our website, browse over the women's bikes and take a look. And also, don't forget, you can enter your dimensions, your height, and your weight in our body fit tool and check out which bikes fit your body. If you can't find something, contact us. We'll customize something to fit you, because our job at 630 is to find a bike that's right for your body.